Welcome to the latest update from the fast-moving world of global automotive innovation, where the boundaries between segments are being completely rewritten. Today, we are looking at a development that might leave American car enthusiasts scratching their heads in disbelief. While the North American market continues its long-standing love affair with crossovers and SUVs, Buick is taking things to a whole new level in China with a vehicle that redefines what a family hauler can be. Imagine a minivan, typically seen as the sensible choice for school runs and grocery trips, but give it the heart of a supercar. We are talking about an all-new electric Buick Minivan destined for the Chinese market that boasts a staggering 646 horsepower. It is a move that highlights the massive cultural and industrial divide between the two biggest automotive markets in the world. In the United States, Buick has spent the last several years refining its image as a premium crossover-only brand, successfully pivoting away from the sedans of the past. However, across the Pacific, Buick is an entirely different beast. It is a brand that commands immense prestige, and nowhere is that more evident than in the luxury multi-purpose vehicle, or MPV, segment. For decades, the Buick GL8 has been the gold standard for executive transport in China, used by high-ranking officials and wealthy business owners alike. Now, as the industry shifts toward electrification, Buick is doubling down on this dominance with an electric powerhouse that puts most performance cars to shame. This new 646 horsepower electric minivan represents the pinnacle of Buick's engineering under the General Motors umbrella in China. It utilizes advanced dual-motor technology and high-density battery packs to deliver performance figures that were once reserved for the likes of Porsche or Corvette. But this isn't about track times, it's about effortless, silent power. The sheer torque provided by this electric drivetrain ensures that even with a cabin full of passengers and luxury amenities, the vehicle moves with a grace and urgency that traditional internal combustion engines simply cannot match. It is part of a broader trend in China, where the luxury minivan has become the ultimate status symbol, surpassing the traditional limousine. Brands like Zeekr, Denza, and even Volvo have entered this space with high-performance electric vans, and Buick is not about to let its crown slip.
The contrast with Buick's American lineup is stark. In the States, customers are offered the Envista, Encore GX, Envision, and Enclave. These are capable, stylish, and comfortable crossovers that fit the American lifestyle perfectly. They are designed for the suburbs, for highway cruising, and for the utility that American families demand. But none of them offer 646 horsepower, and none of them approach the sheer opulence found in the rear cabin of these Chinese market MPVs. The interior of this new electric Buick is less like a car and more like a private jet on wheels. We are seeing features like reclining Gravity Zero seats with massage functions, massive entertainment screens that fold from the ceiling, and high-end materials that rival anything coming out of Europe. It is a testament to how differently the minivan is perceived in China. In America, the soccer mom stigma still lingers, despite the incredible practicality of vehicles like the Chrysler Pacifica or Honda Odyssey. In China, that stigma doesn't exist. Instead, the minivan is the preferred choice for those who have truly made it. This 646 horsepower variant is likely built on a specialized electric platform, possibly a variation of the Ultium architecture, allowing for a flat floor and maximum interior volume. This allows designers to create a lounge-like atmosphere that is simply impossible in a traditional SUV. Why doesn't America get this? The answer lies in market demand and infrastructure. The American buyer still views the SUV as the more versatile and rugged choice, even if they never take it off-road. The high driving position and the perceived safety of a large SUV continue to drive sales. Meanwhile, the luxury MPV market in the US is virtually non-existent, making the business case for bringing a 600-plus horsepower electric van to North America very difficult for GM executives to justify. However, looking at the specs of this Chinese Buick, it's hard not to feel a bit of envy. Who wouldn't want a vehicle that combines the space of a van with the acceleration of a sports car? As the world moves toward a fully electric future, these regional differences are becoming more pronounced. China is currently the laboratory for the world's most ambitious EV projects, and Buick is at the forefront of that experimentation. This 646 horsepower monster is more than just a car, it's a statement of intent.
It shows that Buick is capable of being a performance leader when the market conditions allow for it. It also raises questions about the future of the brand in its home market. As American consumers become more accustomed to the benefits of electric vehicles, such as the increased interior space and instant torque, could we see a resurgence of interest in the van format? Probably not in the short term, but as the lines between vehicle segments continue to blur, never say never. For now, we can only watch from afar as China gets the most powerful and luxurious Buick ever made. It's a fascinating glimpse into an alternate automotive reality where the minivan is king and power is absolute. This new electric Buick represents a fusion of utility and extreme performance that we rarely see. It challenges our preconceived notions of what a Buick should be and what a minivan is capable of. While we continue to enjoy our comfortable and reliable crossovers in the United States, the enthusiasts in China are getting a taste of a high-voltage future that feels light years ahead. It is a reminder that the automotive landscape is not a monolith. It is a diverse and ever-changing ecosystem where different cultures drive different innovations. Whether you love minivans or hate them, you have to respect the engineering required to put over 600 horsepower into a luxury people mover. It is bold, it is ambitious, and it is uniquely Buick in the 21st century. As we look toward 2026 and beyond, the gap between these two markets may grow even wider. Or perhaps, just perhaps, the success of these wild electric vans in the East will eventually inspire a new generation of bold designs in the West. Until then, the 646 horsepower Buick electric minivan remains a forbidden fruit for the American driver, a high-performance anomaly that proves the minivan era is far from over. It's just getting started in a brand new, silent, and incredibly fast way.